Are you the banker?
I land on it. What is the Brennan? I land on it. I gotta pay $6. Once you get all.
Yeah. Back here.
I land on it. That's
No idea
$1 cottage.
where to go.
I land on it. It'll first one.
Oh, there we go.
So don't worry about that. I roll an 8 and I land on that. I got.
Oh, what?
Oh.
There we go. Money. What up, Glory? First in the door today into the banquet hall, a familiar face, a silhouette of a friend, enters through the wooden doors into the banquet hall. What up, man? Give you your first in the door bonus today. Look at that. How you doing this evening, man? What up, Knuckles? What up, Moon Moon? Good to see you, good to see you. Just beaten a couple seconds by Glory Snipes. Sniped out of first position. What up, what up? Running to the banquet hall. What's up, Moon Moon? With scratches, what happened? Tell us, Moon. Tell us, what gave you these scratches? I am stuck in a cave, by the way. Who's bored as... Guess who's bored as F?
Games don't work.
Guess whose games don't work? Xbox is not pulling up past content, so I wasn't able to play my normal games. I couldn't even play any COD. Goblins! Goblins! Where are these goblins you speak of? In the hills to the north. We must take care of this. So I have no idea. That's a hole. That's a dead end. What is up, Draco? Welcome. A new figure enters through the banquet hall doors. A kitty cat. So what do you see yourself as a tabaxi creature? It's kind of like Khajiit to those who don't know, but it's like a kitty cat humanoid. You know, tall, a little taller than human. What kind of fur and what kind of look do you have for yourself? What kind of clothes do you wear? And question I have about your class, so I'm glad you're here. So from what I'm reading, you have advantage on concentration spell checks, right? As a psionic warrior or psionic, psionic. What the hell? It's just psionic warrior, I think is what it's called. But the question is, so your claw attacks are normally a D4, right? But they become a D8 because you add psionic attack to it, right? You're adding psionic attack to the D8 or to the D4 for your natural attacks, right? And then my question to you is though, is if you're doing physical attacks, doesn't it take into account your strength when you're trying to do a physical attack? So your attack bonus for strength for attacking somebody is I think 0. I don't think you're proficient in unarmed attacks. I don't really know where to go from here.
I got 5.
Need to read the book again. Let's see.
3, 4, 5. I'm gonna buy cat Irish.
Tragedy and black. I noticed you think at third ability later on, like, and what architect were you planning to go into? Orcs are actually using psychic energy, right? But to do attack, are you using? You're using your strength. It's a melee attack, right? Not a ranged attack. It doesn't become a ranged attack until third level, right? You become a you can do with the offensive archetype you do. I believe you change your psychic attack into a farther. Sorry, I'm looking for a book to see why the hell I'm stuck in here. This was in here. The boat. The sword. Millenia seems completely against us to bring this wondrous artifact with us when we need to find a way. I should have listened to Millenius. The moment the blade was lifted, there was set upon the driver. Millenius fought bravely. He fell. But I fear that I am trapped. Exploring is slow. I can only move for maybe a few minutes at a time before I have to rest. My supplies are running low. Our only progress I've made finding strange door with markings on it. There appears to be something on them I'm missing. When I'm confounded by no attempts to getting through, I have to study this further in order to make any progress. Barely can keep awake. Fairly certain that the key to the door involves the use of the blood scalp blade. When swinging the weapon, I noticed a ribbon of mystical energy. I think by swinging the sword in different directions, possibly manipulate the ribbon and solve whatever puzzle this door presents. Okay, this moon swing. Everything is melee if you beat something with someone with it. So question, your attacks, they're considered a melee attack, right? So your attack bonus is 0, right? You don't really, do you have an attack bonus? Are you proficient with your hand skills as a tabaxi? Like, then it would just be a +2 on your attack bonus, right? Strikes in the email I said it looks like I switched my charisma and strength mod. Ah, okay, that's what I was wondering. So you reinvested in strength. You don't have 0 strength, right? You, instead of charisma, you did strength. Is that what you sent me? Because that would make a lot more sense, Draco, because I was saying, like, yes, you have nice, strong attacks, but unless you have invested in strength, your chance of hitting your target is 0 to none. Alright, so I will manipulate the door then. Let's try the door. 16 and charisma is 10. Sounds good. That's totally cool with me. That makes a lot more sense then. I was really I was wondering, because I'm like, well, it seems like it's nice later, you know, but you still have to hit your melee attack even later. I'm playing as a bard with my friends. Really? How you liking the bard? I need to charge this thing more or what? Ah, got it. Got it. Got it. Cool. Yeah, strength, dex, intelligence, and constitution. Yeah. It seems like charisma and wisdom are your least important. Okay. So, I'm the DM, so I'm just buffing, healing, and art playing. Oh, so you're the DM, so you play as your little bard. That's not bad. I will mention that, like, a DM playing in his own game is very rare of occurrence, because it probably suffices for a DM to put more energy into his NPCs than he does into putting his own character, but I don't know, it fit better with our story. I'm not gonna be the king that sits at home while everybody runs on missions. You know, that's lame. My low rolls keep me in the back of the battlefield. Yeah. There we go. Puzzle solved. From an gonna go get a chili dog. Those are nice. Chili dogs are nice, Draco. Okay. Oops. I didn't save. Sorry, now I know how to do it faster.
So this one was $6, right? Double rent. I owe you 12. By the time you get over here,
I just left them make up the story and how much loot did I miss last night. Not too bad.
I did. I get $200, but I told
Damn it. I smell cat. That's me, I'm Kitty Cat. I like cats. So tell me, you know, you gotta help me out here, Skullface. So they make up the story. So what do? They just end up saying like, let's go this way, and then you have a monster already prepared, or you just make it all up on top of your head as you go. 'Cause I envy you at that point.
you own it.
Where's the cat? Draco went to go get a chili dog. An item I've never heard of, but he says he's gonna go ask the chef in the back for a chili dog. Maybe something from his land far away from where his home is, and a food native to his country. Being he's a cat, it's funny that he likes to eat a dog. Oh, Reckling, you stupid. Oops.
That's your hair goes. Feel that? Heck, it's all crazy stuff in your face. Not feel that?
Keeps dying.
Everything behind your better. There you go.
Also, my fur is all black with crystal blue eyes. Very good. I wear a set of darkened leather armor with a blue trim pattern. Okay, very good. I like. Good. Yeah, I figured I'd give you the studded leather armor. Makes your deck 16. Oh, that's a dragon prince or priest.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Time to bring some friends and save too.
9.
Abandoned dungeon and unadventured for years has fresh potatoes and baskets. Oh, we must go on an adventure. Must find this dungeon.
Okay.
Who's with me? Who's with us?
There you go.
Oh. Oh, I fell in water. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, you didn't roll.
You did some crazy. I'm in. I love potatoes. All right, we have Max, we have Draco, we have Derp Moon heading on an adventure with us. Anybody else? As we get our things together and we pack up for adventure, we head out from the banquet hall, gathering little supplies and food just for the couple of days, just in case. Who knows what adventures may befall us. Is there any other supplies people want to bring? I recommend bringing your tents and rope. I'm in if Draco's in. Alright, this will be just a little small hypothetical off the top of my head, okay? So, we're all packing up, we're heading out, and we start to head, we're going to be heading, let's say east on the King's Trail, the mountains to our right, and the ocean about 5 days travel to our left, which would be south. As we head into the deeper forest and the trail starts to become more worn, or less worn and more overgrown, we find ourselves losing the trail. So our best tracker, who here has really good survival? Oh, no. Gargash proficient, no weapon. Who wants to lead the charge? So we're not getting lost in the forest. Who's our navigator right now? Show of hands.
Now pull it with your other hand. Down. Yep.
Oh, the character Gargash proficient with no weapons. Brings nothing but gear. Oh, I'll be back. Excuse me. Silver. Silver will help track. Okay. Alright, so we're looking for the trail again, and we found ourselves lost a little bit. It is about about 12 in the afternoon. The birds are chirping. It's a slight breeze. It's warm. It's sunny out. Go ahead and have Silver roll a survival check with advantage, because it has to do with sight and smell. I really found that anime after I made it a month ago. I love the combination of college and Russia.
I like it long, Dad. I like it long, but time to learn. Backstage, I started learning how to put points.
17 and one more with advantage. Rolled a 16. All right. Very good. We have found after traveling for about an hour into the forest, we find the trail again regrowing. As we get back to the trail, all of a sudden we're ambushed by some. I'm sorry. We're ambushed by some giant spiders. I have to kind of yell.
Well, I have to talk this loud just to talk to her.
That's because I'm talking over you. I'm sorry.
You're not talking over me. You're talking over the music in your headset.
My left ear, yeah. That's not. I actually said I would, but. This guy has like some Kamehameha shooting thing. Look at this. This thing is insane. Out of everybody, quick roll a perception check. Roll a 15. You had it. Oh crap!
Right, your turn.
Spellbreaker, where are you? Why is Spellbreaker not appearing anymore lately? Spellbreaker is not showing up in my peril. It whispered it to me. Yeah, it'll do that in the beginning. I don't know why. It's Moobot being dumb.
You know what's good? Now that you're out,
How do I make it roll? If it does send it to you, just copy and paste it and put it into the chat. It warms up to you. I can do this, I guess it just copy and paste, yeah. It's dumb like that. It does it in the beginning for people a lot. Did it to Skullface a lot before, and it still kind of does it to him here and there. +3 for perception. Okay. 18, very good. Alright, anybody else? Who else? Dirt Moon, what do I have to roll to? You have to roll a 20. So in the beginning, Dirt Moon, most things will take a 20. Everything revolves a lot around the 20-sided dice, the dodecahedron, if you will. Most of the time, that determines whether you see or hear or. And cookies are the best. What up, Koala Walla? Welcome, man. I don't. It won't whisper it to you. It won't do anything with you. You got a 20, Jesus. Okay. All right. So the spiders roll. Seems that I think everybody sees the spiders, so there is no surprise round. So everybody, go ahead and roll for initiative. We are attacked by 2 giant spiders right now. Everybody just you're playing too? Okay. Yeah, you'll go last. I'll roll Draco Thunder 12. My initiative is +4. Everybody can go ahead and add their initiative. Let's see. Oh, hey, look, there's my old notes for the other part of the campaign. Let's see here. 12 plus my 4. What's your initiative, babe? 16 for Max. Draco rolled a 20. Or for 16. Draco rolled a 16 as well. 16. Skullface rolled a 10. What's your initiative, Skullface? Is 3, so 13. And Derp Moon. Roll 20. What did it give you, Derp? Go ahead and try and re-roll again, Derp. See if it gives you your thing. And then the enemy will roll as well. Enemy. Roll 20 for initiative. This is to see who goes first right now. Okay, this is what to see who goes first, Draco, in the order of the game. So, Spider doesn't really have a lot of dex. Has a +3 on its dex. Ha! Fucking 10. Or 12, so it's 15. Look at that. Goes before you, Skull. And then Dirt. Or Moon. No one escapes. I need to call in some backup. Scroll of nothing. You know what I need to change it to? Vampire Lord time. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Well, doesn't that just suck? No, not you, Draco. Derp. Derp. No, I get that actually from you, Derp. That's why I probably will actually start playing sooner than later, because you're so know how to play the game. And I kind of been wanting some people who actually know how to play the game a lot more to start leading examples to some who don't understand it still. Yay! Vampire Lord destroys all. Their moon rolled a 5. That is actually bad. We'll give you like +2 on your deck, so that you will be actually last. So it goes Draco first, Max second, Enemy third, and Skull fourth. Go ahead and Draco, go ahead and do what you want to do. Do not do what you do for your class. And Derp. We'll just give Derp some basic stuff off the top of my head. Okay?
Oh no!
I'm ready to kill, kill, kill! As Lilith's voice consumes into and meshes with the Warlock's voice. Black book. Uh-oh. Don't read the black books. Oh no. No!
Had to have known that happened.
Uh-oh. The winds of change. Look, oof. Out of office. Okay. I run up and try to punch the spiders right in the web shooter. Okay, right in the abdomen. Alright, go ahead and roll for attack. Rolled a 10. That unfortunate. What's your +3? Yeah, no, that's it. It's a 13. Yep, I'm sorry that attack. That's a miss, my good sir. As Draco grabs his claws as he comes out and he runs up and tries to attack the spider smacks his hand away and backs away out of the other punch. She's first time in battle. Play testing the arena here. Come on, good lover. Come on. Pretty sure I did stay Stone Flash twice. Okay. I am next. Okay. I see this and I'm like, I'll help you out, Draco, and I run up and I roll for my attack against the spider as well. I roll an 18. Very good. That is a hit. I roll a second to see if my second strike hits with my dual swords. I get a critical on my second one. First roll 6. So I got a 6. So I got a 10, and then I got a 1 plus 4. That's 5. So that's 10 again. That's 20 damage. I come up to the spider and I slide by Tabaxi as he takes the distraction from the spider, and I come up on the side and I strike down 1, 2 with my swords, and the spider squeals out as it yells out, taking almost 20 fucking damage. God damn, that spider is not looking good. Go ahead, enemy will come up next. So seeing Max next to him, and I'm going to attack. Let's see here. In a last desperate act, he's going to climb up top of the trees. So he's going to use his movement to climb up on top of the trees on the side of the trail and get a view on Max. And actually no, that would be an attack of opportunity. See, so he's gonna bite Max. Then he's gonna attack my character. Roll for 20, and do a. It is a range, so it has to be within 30 feet. So he's gonna do the bite attack. 14 plus. What do they have? A +2. 5. That's 19. Yep, that's a hit. He lunges towards Max. Max celebrates too early. All of a sudden, 2 fangs of spider, 2 fangs from the spider, and pierces into Max's armor, and I yell out in pain, ah! As the boys, it hits for 1d8 +3. It's not giving me the fucking, because this is a stupid fucking website. Stat block. Pulling out a different stat block. This is the one from Roll20. I gotta pull the one from Fandolin real quick. I want the average damage, you piece of crap. It's like, you gotta roll again. No, this just gets this done quicker if we can do the Fandolin stat block. I have the stat block from here. When you research stat block, so you look up the stat block, it always puts you to like, here we go, let's see, giant spider, G, R, ogre, orc jelly, GH. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, there we go. Surface, boom. It's gonna give me 9. So creature hits 7 damage, and then must make a DC Constitution. So I take 7 damage, since we're this now, since it's all in our head. 22. Skull face is 16. Draco, your health is 8 right now. Derp, we'll go with 10, and the enemy is already done. Okay, so I take 7 damage. So 22, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Down to 15. I gotta make a DC Constitution saving throw. Like 11. I got a 10 plus my Constitution. I passed my Constitution saving throw, and I do not take. Must take 9 damage on fail save, half as much. I take half as much rounded up. So 9 is 4, or 9 divided by 2 is 5, or 4 plus 5, so it's 5 damage. So I am down to 10 damage. I take that piercing the spider. Let's go, and you hear the acrylic scrape across my metal as he pierced into my armor. Go ahead and go. Skullface, you're up. Can you guys roll for me? I'm gonna listen to you like a podcast while I make a circuit board. Oh, really? Okay. No, it's okay. You don't have to, you know, like, we were just trying to mess around. I don't normally do this. I'm just playing around. Double Dawnbreaker time. Oh. No, you don't fuck with my friend. Dude, Eldritch Blast, go ahead and roll 20. Attack with great anger. Go ahead and roll your 20, Skullface. Can the studs be crystals so I can match my aesthetic? Honestly, I don't really care anything aesthetic-wise. You want to have something nice and fancy as aesthetic, that's totally fine with me. As long as it's not mechanic-wise that gives you an advantage, I don't really mind. Just know that pretty crystals on your armor might attract some eyes. Rolled a 7 plus this 14. That's just barely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. As the Eldritch Blast starts to create this arcane energy, this snapping, crackling sound enters your ears as the greenish, smoky, black hue starts to form in a circle and a ball sphere around Skullface's hand as he shoots towards the spider. The spider sees it coming. All of a sudden, you see the light reflect off its many eyes as it totally consumes it, and the spider has blown. Its face is burnt to shreds and falls down on the ground. The first spider is dead. Go ahead, Draco. You're up again. Okay. Ah. Oh, there you are. Yes, there's one more spider. Well, fight me.
Okay, so this one's special.
Oh man, would you fell in there, didn't he?
11 times
He fell in there.
$44.
I'll rush the spider without saying anything yet again and slide towards it with my first steady and try to punch it straight in its eyes. Alright, so you're doing a melee attack? What's your attack bonus for your melee attacks? Can't use any weapons. You know, I was gonna say you can if you wanted to. Like, I don't mind you, because you normally get like a slight. Don't you get proficiency with some kind of slight weapon? Let me like, it's not martial, but don't you? Let me see. Proficiencies, weapons. You get no proficiency with no weapon. No kidding. Holy crap! You're not allowed to use any weapons. That's cool. So you're like a crazy monk Jedi thing.
There's only one in each stack. That's
Sinus does not get any weapons. Yep. That's crazy.
Oh.
Okay, so but your strength is different now, right?
All right. So
You said your strength is plus 16 or plus 3 now.
Yeah. So which one's the closest going to her?
Deal the same damage as a sword. Who needs a weapon like that? Yep. Well, what's your strength now? It's plus 3. So it's a D8, 1d8 plus 3. That's your damage, right? So it's a plus 3. Okay. Rolled an 11. Yep, that's a hit. Hey!
All right, Kellyanne, roll a 5.
Just it hits good. Roll up 5. I don't know what I'm doing now. Stabby.
7.
Oh, so just roll 8. Sorry, just roll an 8 and then add your thing. Oh, okay, there you go. Roll a 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. Very good. As you run up and you get your, you see this, you hear the sound of his nails coming out of his, unsheathing from his claws as he runs up the spider and stab. So you see these red strikes appear as they slash across the spider's body and torso. The spider yells out in a scream as its mandibles and toothy maw express extreme pain. Yes, I did actually. I actually personally did. And thank you again for the donation again yesterday, Draco. I appreciate that, man. Sorry I didn't see it in the time. So that was 8 plus or 6 plus 3, 7, 8, 9. That's very good. That would be 7. Okay, there you go. Very good. The spider backs up, takes a step, and is not too happy. My turn. I'm going for the spider too as well. Let's see here. 2 strikes. 19. Very good. Roll 20 again. 4. Miss on the second one.
$200.
6. Oh my god. 4, 5. I run up towards the spider and I slide underneath it and I try to stab the spider. It strikes up. The spider doesn't see it coming. I deal a little bit of damage and then I try to bring up my sword again and the spider kind of reels back from the pain and I miss my other sword as he pulls out his body and torso pulls out of my sword and it goes up and it sees me now and is going to attack again, or he's gonna attack Draco this time. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's gonna attack me. Being that I got a little strike in his tummy. He's gonna back up, take an attack of opportunity, and get the distance for range for. I miss my attack of opportunity as he backs away. 6 plus 12. Yes, nope. So the spider takes a couple steps back, gets into range for, and you start to see as he looks towards Max, it starts to get this gooey substance in his mouth as he shoots out this web attack towards Max. That will be a plus 5 to hit. So let's see against my armor class. He rolls a 19. Of course he does. Okay. As the webbing hits towards Max, you see Max just get, as he's picking himself up the ground, he can't even move. He gets, I get shot back to the ground as I am pushed into a prone position. Target strength wing, make a DC 12 strength burst in the webbing success on as an action, so I have to wait. The webbing can also be attacked or destroyed. So I am currently stuck to the ground right now, and restrained. That is going to be his attack. Skullface, is your turn.
I land on it. I have to take 100.
I'm lost. Whoa. Yes, you did, as I walk over and charge up the blast, aiming for the head. Go ahead and roll for attack. Well, it says you fucked up. And I say, yes, it did. $14, very good, hit. Oh, let's blow him off the side. This role playing while listening to Skyrim battle noise is lit. Hell yeah! I was gonna probably bring some Skyrim music into it as part of our soundtrack. Skyrim music is really fucking shit. Alright, rolled an 8, 13, very good. As the Eldritch Blast starts to crackle and snap as the air around it burns, the spider tries to dodge to the side as Skullface kind of psychs him out. He's like, huh, huh, huh. And mischievous as he is, the spider doesn't know which way to go. All of a sudden, without warning, the Eldritch Blast strikes towards the spider, burning the spider and singeing its ever little so hairs. The smell of burnt hair enters your nostrils. Burnt spider hair. Not very good smell. The spider is not looking too good. It squeals out, and you see its toothy maw kind of as it squeals out in pain. As he is not looking too good at all. Draco, you're up next.
That's all it's about now, is waiting and looking on property.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get the king out. I fucking hate spiders. Oh. I did. Oh. I'll use my turn to release you. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah. Go ahead and so you have to roll. Its AC is or go ahead and roll an attack on it. On the webbing. Skullface or Draco walks up and he goes, "You know, let me help you out, my lord." As I'm kind of struggling, wrapped up in the spider's web, he pulls out his ching. He runs in for a strike attack on the webbing. Go ahead and roll 20. Rolled a 15. Very good. That's a hit. I bow to you and say nothing. Very good. The silent warrior. I bow back and I nod my head in appreciation for the help. Unlike your friend Skullface, who walked out when I was stuck in fell into a 20-foot Pit. Max will remember that. You better. Yeah. That's fine. If you ever want to like roleplay and stuff like that, you know, like definitely type like, you know, the exclamation point, you know. We definitely like this will help, and you know, but that's fine. Your character is your character. Here you have some. Stop being a pussy, my lord. Oh fuck. I was at like 3 health when I fell down this 2d6 bludgeoning damage. I was at first level too. Oh my god, I was like,
cross your fingers.
Crossing fingers. What'd you do? What happened? 5 is good.
Well, you know what,
Oh, not harvest wood. No, but I like this weapon. Yay, Grand Soul Gem. I love the Sanguine Rose. So I actually found the weapons for Skyrim translated into D&D. The things the Wobberjack does is pretty funny. Ah. Why aren't you paying attention? Get him. Oh, there's 2 of them now. You were warned. Man, wow, I just watched my friends suffer from spiders. I want Maroon's Razor in D&D. Maroon's Razor, which one is that? I did not see that one.
up there, now I'm all the way over here.
Whoa! Crap. Alright, we gotta add some poisons to this stuff. Found the potatoes yet? No, we're just barely getting into the forest. We're on a mission for potatoes. We haven't even gotten out of the forest yet. We got ambushed by spiders. Oh, come on. Can't continue fighting. Oh no, don't restart. It was a quest for the museum and oh, Maroon? Isn't it like, hang on, don't I have this weapon? I give it back to him, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I made him. I remember what you call it, like Marvin's or Marvin thing, whatever hell. Yes, I remember. Okay. The guy with the creepy museum in Dawnstar. All right, who's next? Draco. Draco used my turn, so next it's my turn. Okay, so I get out of the all right, so I'm set free. I thank you so much. So it's on me. So I will roll to attack and see if I can finish off this spider. I roll a 5. That's great. I roll for my second strike. I roll a 17. That's very good. So I move in towards the spider and I strike towards his feet, and he lifts his feet up in the last second and squeals in anger as in defiance, and then I move in for another strike towards his face and towards his eyes, dealing 4 plus 4 is 8 damage. I strike it into his face. The squeal lets out, or the squeals are, you know, even louder than before as I kind of turn the my crystal sword in his face socket, and I crunch it around and move left, right, and finish it off. And the spider kind of just drops to the ground and is no more. Very good, very good. All right, we congratulate. Huzzah! Very good, very good. All right, so we you know, you guys are feel free if there's anything you want to do. We can head on, move on with our adventure. Nobody used any spells. I'd say it is about 1 o'clock right now. The king can't disintegrate. Oh, you just wait. You just wait. Oh, here we go.
Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll let you roll 1 dice. Get a 3, I'll let you take it. Dice. Okay, so you got a 1. Roll your other one so you can get.
I still have some tricks up my sleeve you haven't seen yet.
Captain promised me a life of adventure on the high seas. Instead, I'm stuck on this surface and
Did you hear something? Over here.
Turn it off.
Ooh. Carrots! No, I'm not too heavy. I think I can summon any weapon I want with the blade. Yep. He's one of your weapons, right? One of your weapons you have with the blade. I want to harvest the spider's webbing. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a 20. Let me look at something. Let me look at something real quick. Add your nature. It is a natural creature. It is nature. It's a beast. So add your nature. That's what I was looking for. I'm looking for anything over 12. Nice. Rolled a 17. Very good. Very good. All right. Let me. I just want to see the specific detail on it. Let me see something real quick. What it's called, because nobody's really done this yet. So, like, we've done harvesting and stuff, but nobody's really harvested anything crazy since I started the alchemy system. Pull this up real quick. Down here. Certain things, what it's called when we what's it's called. I searched the webbing. Just wanted to see something though. what it is you can get off of. Okay. Yep. Okay. So you find one amount. You find like a clump of after you cut into the abdomen. You cut into the abdomen of the spider, and you cut yourself a little hole, and you find the gland that creates the webbing, and you harvest that gland, and you get a clump of silk webbing that has a sticky substance to it. Go ahead and write that down. This is all hypothetical. Slow.
A big difference.
Sounds so gory when you remember my own hand to cut open. Yeah, it is. As you kind of and you beat in, you crack the acrylic, and you reach in and you pull it out, and you find the gland that makes the webbing. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so we find ourselves after harvesting the silk gland. We start heading north on the trail. It's about another 2 hours before we come across a fork in the road, a small little town known as Creek's Crossing. And we can either decide to enter into this town. It's a small little village, maybe about 500 people. There's as we walk past it, the main road, you see signs for different alchemy shops and metalworking and an inn. So is this mission canon for my character? No, it is not canon. No, it's actually not canon. I'm sorry. This is something I don't do often, but I would just, fuck it. We're having fun. Your first time you're playing. But yeah, none of this is canon. I'm sorry. We're testing out stuff. Wow, this is how he died, huh? Doing the limbo? No.
Oh, okay, and then we're gonna put everything.
I can show you how a player can play exactly. It says I can summon any weapon, but I'm automatically proficient in it. It's magical, ignoring resistance to magic. Okay, sounds good. So any weapon that I'm automatically proficient in, it's magical. So once a day, you get to call upon like a D8 or something like that sword. Is that what you're telling me? And then you use your charisma modifier instead as your attack bonus. I think I remember reading about that as your warlock. Like, I definitely read a lot about the class. I can't remember everything, but I definitely read over it pretty well. Yeah, so once per, is it a long short rest, or is it per only long rest? Call upon a sword the size of a skyscraper. Exactly. I'm like, what are the limits to this? And is it constant? It's not concentration, right? It's just a summoning. Monopoly's hard. Yeah. Yeah. Mommy's gonna teach you the best way. So you know deflect missiles? I know you mean the spell? Usually count to action to summon any weapon it says in the roll 20 for sure. Is it once a day or any time? They choose the form of the weapon. Is it once a day or any time in the day? Or is it a spell? Or is it an ability of the Warlock link in evocation? Or is it an ability? Is it an ability of the Warlock? And it should say if it's like, is it once a day? That's what I want to know. How often can you just call a weapon upon? That'll be very helpful in a prison situation. So OP. Oh, yes. You did correctly. You can have a barbarian throw a massive boulder at you and you could throw it at an enemy. Yeah, I tried to make Pro Gamer Guns a monk, but she didn't want to be a monk. She wanted to be a fighter, and that's fine. I'm a fighter too. Oh, here we go. This guy's going down. Ready? Time to go flying. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirits carry me. I wanna fly. Oh yeah. Fly right into the future. Time keeps on. I'm sorry. Slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Painful. Yeah, I can summon it at any time. It just takes an action. That sounds OP. Is it your weapon? Now, hold up. That sounds crazy OP. What's the spell build? What's this ability again? What's the name of it? Warlock. Levels. What's the ability called again? Pact magic bestowed upon you. Pact of the Blade. Okay. You can use your action to create a pact with an empty hand. You can choose the form of this melee. It's an evocation. It takes each time you choose the form. You are proficient with it when you wield it. The weapon counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance. Pact one disappears if it is more than 5 feet away from you for 1 minute or more. If it disappears, you use this feature again. You have to dismiss the weapon. No action required if you die. You can transform one magic weapon in your pact weapon into your pact weapon by performing a special ritual while you hold the weapon. You perform this ritual over the course of 1 hour, which can be done during a short rest. You can then dismiss the weapon, shunting it into an extra-dimensional space. It appears whenever you create your pact weapon thereafter. Woof! You can affect an artifact or ascension weapon in this way. You can't affect. The weapon ceases being your pact weapon if you die, if you perform the 1 hour ritual on a different weapon, or if you use the 1 hour ritual, break your bond to it. The weapon appears if it is in the space. So, use your action to create a pact weapon. You choose the form this melee weapon takes each time you create it. So it doesn't matter what melee weapon it is. Weapon counts as magical for the force, empty hand. A pact weapon. Yeah, that's crazy. Your pact weapon disappears. That's not bad though, but you keep that weapon. You call upon that weapon anytime. If it disappears, you can use this feature again. Weapon. A magic weapon into your pact weapon. Oh, so if you have a magical weapon, you can make it your pact weapon and hold the weapon. Otherwise, you call upon a weapon. That's crazy. What's up, Samantha Lopez? I am the Daedric Warrior. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I was just looking at some D&D stuff. Warlock being OP again. Very good. So that's pretty crazy. So that would really help in like a tied up situation where everybody lost their weapons. It's like you're the one who's gonna break us out. Did you kill all these people? Good job, little Reckling. Using the 1d12. That's what I'm trying to make sure. I gotta double check into that, but it looks like you can even call in a great axe. That's a 1d12 plus your charisma modifier. Like, why would you use anything else otherwise? You wouldn't even use a dagger at that point because you're proficient in that weapon. I'll have to double check into a little bit, but that definitely seems really strong. It seems really strong that you can call upon any weapon at any time and be proficient in it. That's fucking crazy. But it's an official class, so I mean, it is what it is. What? Since we can't get our shit back. Xbox is having issues. What are you doing way up here? It's an odd place for a person to be. Hold still, will ya? Want the sword of lucky? Yeah, let's do this. The sword of luck. Yeah, let's do this. Using the great battle. Yeah, GG. I win the game now. Yeah, right. Pretty much. Nah, it's the thing is like, oh, look at that. You know, it is. If that's the thing, that's pretty cool. You just gotta be careful. None of the guards see you do it. You know. What the? But I'm not gonna be crazy. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. I was looking at one of the books called Out of the Abyss. One of the pre-made campaigns. Pretty cool. There was also like some pre-made dungeons you can like just play.
Don't fight back, and I promise I'll kill you.
They're just like random dungeons. That works, but I got a joke. Yeah, you're good. The time for bed? No way. Oh no! Darn Xbox. That smells. I just pull out I just open a hole in space and time and pull out the axe in front of the guards. Yeah, pretty much. Why are thy dragonborn? Oh, it's missing. It's gone. Hold up, it disappeared. Why is thy dragonborn doing on thy quest? Oh, Samantha, I am talking a little D&D with my fellow brethren here. Practicing playing a little hypothetical adventure. I'm looking for a dungeon with potatoes. Our main treasure we're looking for is potatoes. Not some sword that gives you eternal life or some armor that protects you from everything. A sack of potatoes. That's what we're going for. The adventure. The Dungeon of Potatoes. Today on the Maxamillios channel. That should be a will check to see if they just run the fuck away. Intimidation check, you mean? Whoa. 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 Storms just came. What the? It's supposed to be the ocean? Grippy. Level up available. Stamina. This shot will be a check. Should be a check. Is it? Intimidation check. They're gonna run and tell and get help. Alright, so we've made it. Oh, are you heading out? Anyway, I gotta go now. I have a friend bothering me. Alright, Draco. Well, it was good seeing you, man. You have a good rest of your night. Thanks so much for being here. It was good playing with you for a little bit. Thanks for popping in. Bye-bye. We love you. Bye-bye. I can't do it right. I can't see. Once you get the potatoes, head out on the Death Valley to find the carrot of life. Oh yeah? This carrot of life you speak of. How much life does it give? Cannot use this while in combat. Well, who's in combat? Okay. Okay. I mean, just pulled out a great axe, one of the rest in peace in axe, one of a rest in peace in fabric.
I'm not alone.
I'm staying out of
What's going on? Everybody's all freaked out. Would be like, if you I'm out, and I walk away. Yo, oh, if actual one would rip it out of fabric in time, I would just be like, yeah, I'm out. You might get one or two of the guards to run off. Additional HP when on battle or when needed. What? All of us there. All of us.
In House Rederin's name, I order you to
Why?
stop.
I thought I was allowed to go here.
And in House Rederin's name, you...
Crap. Crap. They saw me come in. Potion. Invisibility.
Babe.
Ow.
Logged out. Log back in and quick.
I can feed on people when they're sleeping? And I can feed while I'm invisible.
Ow. That
Yeah. That's scary. Oh. What am I supposed to
in
do?
their house.
Yeah, I know, right? Window change. This journal, I should bring the evidence and discovery to him. Okay, well, let's speed up time then. Cannot wait while you are trespassing. Well, then let's talk.
You're back. Please.
When that would
tell me
just
what you
say,
found.
am I the only one? Yes, you are the only one.
Let me see that. Huh, I knew it. Gratian's death wasn't
Corn
because
is
of a
better.
rock fall. It was just a story to keep people away from the tombs. Now
What's
that I have
up?
this journal in hand,
I
can
like
get
corn
some
too.
closure from the East
Remember
Empire
earlier you
Company.
said carrot. I think you said
Make
carrots is
them
better than
pay
corn
for
for
lying to
her.
everyone.
I use that as the title.
Oh my god, really? That's your title?
Now, I
Carrots is
believe
better
I
than
will-
corn.
Here, it's not much.
I like corn better, don't
but
worry.
It's the best an old retired miner can do.
What's up, Blue? The aerokinetic paladin enters the banquet hall. Welcome, welcome.
You're not supposed to be in here.
So far,
You're
so
not
good.
supposed to be here. This is the last time I'll say it. Get
Oh,
out.
fine, I'll get out. Oh, come on. No. No, don't do that. We were talking about the OP-ness of the Hexblade, right, right. Apparently he can pull out a blade. He has to, he can pull it out if he's like unarmed.
Committed crimes against the Dunmer people of Solstheim.
Where?
Corn. Mm-hmm. Look at the little pug when you type the word metal. Can I feed on you? Yes, I can. Nom nom. And then just wake him up.
I have the last.
Okay.
You're back. Please, tell me what you found. Let me see that. Huh. Now that I have his journal in hand. Thank. Here. It's not much, but it's the best in old red.
I'm stuck.
I'm warning you.
Back off.
I'm stuck. What the?
You're not supposed to be in here.
You've committed crimes against the Dunmer people of
I can't talk to him at night.
Stop.
Metal. The hell is that thing? The dark creature from the Black Lagoon. Like a fish.
In House Veteran's name, I order you to stop.
I have to say, I'm with the guild. We are Venom. We are Venom. Game's being weird. We are Venom. We are Venom. We are Venom. Oh. Feed. Nom 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 nom. Never happened.
You're back.
I never got to see the movie. Me neither.
Tell me what you
Yet.
found.
I really wanted to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Let me see that. Huh. Now that I have his journal in hand. Thank you. Here. It's not much. You're not supposed. Can't imagine. Privacy? Get out of here.
Hmm.
In House Veteran's name, if dare. He'll be happier. Where are we?
Well then, what's up, Monarch? The butterfly has entered the banquet hall. It's good to see you, man. Playing a little Skyrim today. What is making me so heavy? Water walking boots. Haha. Peace out. Can't chase me. Maroon's razor? What's the damage on Maroon's razor? Wait, what's the damage on Maroon's razor? In D&D. Explain that, atheist. Hey, who's that? Somebody running away.
We have come south to test our worth against the mighty Netch. Will you join us?
The Netch.
The giant air floaters from the dark elf lands. Only the brave dare.
Why would
to
you hunt them? They seem harmless.
Strong, survive.
I gotta watch this go down. If I strike and hit him by accident, he'll probably be mad at me. Get him, buddy. Come back when he's weak. Why not? What does this say? Oh, that guy's dead. I ain't into attacking these things. It will heal you though. How about that? It's what happens on a crit. What happens on a crit? 2d4 is not bad, dude. 2d4 plus 5 is really not that bad. The max damage it can do is 8 plus 5 is 13 damage. That's really not too bad. I didn't hit you. You ignore me. Well, let's see if you want to raise dead. No, Fox. Oh yeah, I forgot I can conjure a horse anytime. Sweet. That quest is done. Instant death to what I hit. Jesus Christ. That's OP as hell. Oh, instant crit. It needs to be rebalanced. It's like, I guess it's because it's like that thing has a 20%. What does it have? What do we have for it? It's like a couple of % chance to a crit, and it insta kills too in Skyrim. Is that what that is? Can't remember. It never did enough damage that I never used it unless it were like, because it's the chance of it critting was so little. Use that weapon like it did. Has a chance to instant kill. Yep. 13. Well, with your attack bonus, that is a hit, Monarch. We are currently on an adventure for a sack of potatoes, the Dungeon of Potatoes, with Derp Moon, Skullface, and Max. And so far, we fought off some giant spiders. We're just on a hypothetical adventure. We're on a side quest. Gotta test your flame thing on undead, huh? So I could find some undead somewhere. Dungeon of Potatoes. Yep, we're looking for a sack of potatoes. For some god-awful reason. Yeah, it means their max healing points. Necrotic damage lowers their max hit point ratio. So if they heal, but they can only heal to a certain number, depending on what you minused off of it for the necrotic damage. Gothix does necrotic damage with his bite, so I had to learn. His does 2d8. Carrots are better than corn. That's the debate.
Don't bother me if you haven't found anything about the mask. Me? Well, then what are you waiting for? Get in there and earn your pay.
Oh, he saw the dragon. He's like looking up. I'm like, what are you looking at? A dragon. Man, if dragons attack this much in D&D, we'd be dead by now. Donuts are not better for you. He's gonna come back for a flyby. See me? Oh, he's one of those dragons. They tease you and run off dragons. Brian's carrots taste good. Drops Mike. God, you're ugly. They taste better. Shut up. That's why we're in this adventure. Clearly the fact that corn within itself is an interchangeable object only proves the carrot's dominance. Wow. I blinded you with science. Can I melt this cheese? Mmm, yummy. I would melt some cheese. This reminds me of the scene in Goblin Slayer. Melting some cheese over a fire. Could I summon the ebony blade? No. You have to kill allies. It gets stronger with its damage the more people you kill. I think you can kill up to 8 allies and get a +5, I think, is the max. Yo, just talking about the ebony blade. That worked. Oh. Too heavy. And what platform did you see Goblin Slayer? And this saw the first episode. I saw it on kisscartoon.net. I found it for free, and I found it in sub, not in dub. They have dub up to 3 episodes, but I just wanted to finish, so I saw it in Japanese. Oh no, not this place. Is this the same place that I've been struggling with? I wanted to see it in dub. I know. Just wait. If you want to see it in dub, just wait. I'm not gonna watch it anymore. I saw 6 episodes and it's really good, and it's D&D. But I want to wait until it gets a couple more episodes in. I really liked it though. A little dark in the first episode, but really good otherwise. Oh, really? Well, I got my own spectral stuff too. Spellbreaker in D&D has all complete resistance to magic, like it's OP as hell. But I thought Blue was a master of many languages, and what he wound. Twitter Watergate. There's nothing of them. They always do Watergate. That's all people do ever. 9/11. I can blast you fire and fire and keep smashing you with fire and fire and fire and fire and fire. You not realize that blocking is not doing anything. Now everyone around you is feared. The Dawnbreaker would be really cool in D&D too. Don't do that. Demonetized. Yeah, don't spoil if you can, Derp. We give everyone their favorite weapons in video games. Yeah, pretty much. Just gotta make sure it's not OP. Just talk to me, work with me. Let me know what you want in your game, what you're looking for. That's kind of why you got the Blade Monarch, because I couldn't think of something that you liked that was more themed towards you. I was easier to think of something for blue, and as far as unique items go for loot, and for Cowgirl, and for Pro Gamer Guns was really easy to create a unique item for her, but yours was a little harder, and I thought of something that would like help you, but would still have a small negative, you know, like being able to, like right now it only looks for small and medium, but I mean small and large, but, or tiny and large, but you would be able to find somebody to add medium to it. I clearly want to stab myself with a knife. Hey, you'd be able to, it warns you. If you ever have something big coming towards you, it would continually follow you and it would warn you and you would never be surprised. You would basically have advantage on surprise attacks always from tiny and large creatures. It's actually very good mechanically wise, if you know how to use it. But you might not, and you might sell it, and that's okay. I would want the Sharingan. The Sharingan? The eye thing? Okay. So we'd have advantage, so you'd see a moment before because you recognize and study movements. So you would have, you would probably have advantage on attack rolls for a certain duration or something like that. Or your next attack would have advantage, or, you know, something like that. You would be able to dodge. You would have advantage on dexterity saving throws against a target, or saving throws against a target. Just talk to me, like, let me know, like, what are you looking for in this world and what are the things that you like, and it helps me create more unique items towards you. Like, what are you trying to get that you would really like? As long as I don't think it's too crazy OP, or we can like kind of manipulate and mutate it a little bit to make it a little more balanced, I'm totally down. I can't do my frickin'. Can't do that either. Keeps blocking, but it's not helping. Enchanted Boomerang Terraria. Okay. A boomerang, he comes back to you. It already does come back to you. Has a better knockback. The Fist of Temigong, or what's that? That sounds crazy OP already. Bluey. Nadia, whatever her last name is. Find Snorstrider's Durnal, okay. It's something from an old cartoon I used to watch. The Fist of Temigong, huh? Look this up just for the hell's sake. Why not? As long as my thing doesn't keep changing to Bing. Tebigong, the Fist of Tebigong. It's a wiki. Metal Gauntlet. Watch it be in D&D. Fist of Tebigong. That's funny. I actually have to go to the bathroom. Was it Shengong Wu? Shengong Wu. All right, give me a second. I'll be in the chat, but tummy's hurting. That butter bread out.
Silly. Kitty. That shit's gonna probably gonna be a couple days.
Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Tummy hurts. Tummy hurts. What you gonna do? Oh. And one of our D&D characters to kill some time.
Turn it off for a second.
What? Oh. Okay. Well, we're still on our small hypothetical adventure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know it's noise, but
Cat has sneezing. Your internet is slow. You can only watch the chat. No. Monarch wants to duel you for 1,000 Iridium, Draco. Ooh. Some bleeding crown, Monarch. Yeah, no, Monarch, since when? Just click accept. That's true. Actually, I don't think it would let you challenge if you didn't have it. Go ahead and exclamation points. Monarch won the duel. Oh no. So as Draco Thunder gets ready to attack, he gets his claws ready. All of a sudden the butterfly starts flapping his wing and does his poison attack towards Draco. Draco coughs and hacks. Alright, not too big of a deal. I do hand out points pretty generously. Gotta be here, be active, make me laugh. Yep. Gosh, darn it. Actually, Monarch has got... How much health you got, Monarch, right now? Monarch's got 9 health. So he's got a little more health than you, but that's at 2nd level. Monarch's at level 2 right now, and he has 9 health. He has a -2 in his constitution. Monarch's crazy like that. What the? Okay, and left trigger. Yeah, I got 9 at level 2. Him at level 2 will have a little more than you. You're silly. Skullface wants to duel you for 1,000. There's a little more money being thrown around a little more today. I took a bucket. Oh. Let's see here, ingredients, miscellaneous. I'm so verdant about that one. $14. I'm not sure, Derp. Moon, god damn it. Looking for a bucket. Bucket, bucket, bucket. Butterfly, okay. The butterfly. You guys have a little more money to throw around. Okay. To the right. Oh boy, Monarch's like, I want to get my money back. As the duels start to go crazy, as the chattering of the banquet hall starts to dull down, as everybody starts to pay attention to the fights that are happening in the banquet hall, as the magic is thrown around, the claws are thrown in the air, as eldritch blasts are blasted left and right. Rematch me. Oh, Monarch wins against Skullface. Oh no. The little butterfly starts to gather his magical leaf attack, and all of a sudden, psyching his opponent out, throws his boomerang. The boomerang hits Skullface just off the crap brow and back and bounces back to the young butterfly. No. What the? Don't die. Oh, 500. Very good. Very good. I am entertained. I am entertained with these battles. These battles are interesting. I am dying. I want to duel you for all my points. Drake, the warlock, points towards the king and says, I challenge you, king. The king looks at him, scoffs, and drinks back in his cup and says, I'm busy watching my fights, my young warrior. To challenge the king is of great rarity. Yeah. Fine, 2 flawless that. Great. You're clearly my better. It's a 50-50. The duel pleases the king. Monarch and Mac. I love Mac. I don't have the weight distribution for all this iron ore that I'm finding here. Need to go sell stuff again. There's 15% love between Monarch and Max. Oh no. That's not a lot. Didn't it say you had a lot earlier? Ow! Fudge sake. There's a 8% love between Monarch and Love. That's weird. Makes sense though, Monarch. You don't love very much. Oh, elixir of strength. That's nice. Oh. Just in case. No, that's heavy. That's empty. Yeah, there was a couple times, Draco, we had to like kind of tell a couple people to, like, you know, take it easy on the duels, because it was like, it was getting crazy out of hand. Everybody was fighting each other. People couldn't even walk in that were new without getting challenged. They're like, what's going on? Why am I being attacked? Oh. Don't be a pussy. Max remembers that. Max in turn says, remember humility, young warrior. What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, great, I'm getting poisoned, that's cool. Oh, you sneaky. You sneaky. There's 84% Christian cinema? What? What the hell? Even love rejects you. Oh, man. I'm not a sore loser. I just prefer to win. You love Christian cinema. And Jacqueline. Ah, Jacqueline's a pretty name. Like I said, I smile. Humility is something you're quite acquainted with, my lord. Ooh. What is that supposed to mean? Wow. Alright, it worked. For one iridium. Push the shit right there. You stay on the other side of that table, man. You just stay right there. You want to calm yourselves. If there's anyone to duel the king, you should be the one of the same status as he. Thank you. No, you know, I do challenge. I'll take the challenge once in a while, but people start to get crazy and they start to challenge me a lot. Once they accept one person's challenge, everybody starts challenging me, and that shit gets annoying. Yay. Nothing chuckles, my lord. I stab my sword into the ground and pop up a small little wall of blades in front of you as you turn to look at me and chuckle and poof, slam your face into it. I roll a 20 just to see if I hit this accuracy right. I roll a 7 plus my 7. Nope, that it crosses next to you. fluffy. I actually have a wall of blades. I just haven't really used it yet. I never remember to use it. It's a reaction of mine. Right now I can only use it as a reaction. I was thinking later I could use it as an action, but it's only available as one reaction once a day. It is a wall of blades. It has, you know, the same HP as mine, but it pops up, and I use it as a reaction on a successful hit. I only have one a day, but I never remember to use it. Revert back. Oh yeah, the take the plate, that, you know, that's what I wanted. Okay. A pretty place. I want to sleep tonight. Alright, Monarch. Well, you have a good night, my friend. Get some rest. After a long day's battle, Monarch is pooped and is heading to bed. The young butterfly flutters out of the banquet hall, and we all say, good night, Sir Knight. Be safe. May you find your home fast. Oh, that looks like dangerous. As Skullface says that, I walk up and I smack him in the back of the head, and I go back to my chair and I say, "You calm down, Sir Tiefling. You can't duel yourself, Monarch." Ooh, these look like scary dead bodies. Damn it. Trash. Well, then people would probably like be able to manipulate the game. All right. Oh, I just came this way, didn't I? Never mind. Drunk on some mead. There you go, Dirt Moon. As everything starts to settle down in the banquet hall, Blue puts his newly dark ebony halberd to his side, not sheathed or not strapped to his back, but the side of his chair, as the rest of us start to dine, and call over some more serving handmaidens to fill their mead, and I point to Derp Moon's empty cup as he slams it, and I nod to her, and she understands that to go fill your mug with some more mead, and so we may be merry and continue on with the banquet party. Holy crap. Go ahead and roll a 20 for a Constitution saving throw and see if you are able to hold off being drunk. And we will say, for example, you have a +2 in your Constitution, because you don't have a character yet. Constitution would probably be +2, yeah. We'll see. Constitution is to see how hard you can sit continuing to not drink. Well, now you have no choice. You've already said you drank as part of the rules of the game. The DM says you need to roll a 20 to see if you are drunk or if you hold off being drunk. Like Constitution is how much fortitude you have, how much you can hold your breath, how much you can hold, how hard poison affects you. We will say you have a +2 in your Constitution, so go ahead and roll a 20 and add 2 to that, and anything over probably 15 is pretty good. We'll see anything lower than that, and then I will tell you. Oh crap, that wrong person. You're right, thank you. Damn it. I reach for the biggest pitcher near to me, and I start to chug. As he grabs the jug, the pitcher used for pouring the mead from the kegs into the cups, he cuts out the middleman and grabs the pitcher. Or cuts out the second middleman and grabs the pitcher, because the jug is still the middleman. That's an 18. Yeah, there you go. You're not drunk. You're good. So Derp slams down his drink, and he goes, I've been in better drinking fights, and I've had stronger mead. I've got this, my lord. Not to say your mead isn't bad tasting, but so far I am sober as a judge. Skullface rolls a 4. Skullface is drunk. Skullface starts to hiccup and wobble as the celebration of the fights and memories start to fill. I need to start stealing some souls. More mead as I snap my hands and clap to call over another maiden to fill the man's cup, his chalice. Oh. Nice. Very nice. Oh, whoa. Barred from the other side. Still not drunk. Nice. This maid isn't spicy enough as you pull out my dagger and draw blood straight to my mouth. Oh no. You and your spicy blood. I forgot. They were drinking Gothics the other day. They were drinking with the vampire. You haven't seen our vampire yet, Derp Moon. Our Gothics Lynx is one of my other knights at my side, and is a vampire assassin rogue as well with with 2 saber guns at his side. So we allow musket type rifles. There's some restrictions to what you can do with guns and how you make ammo for guns and stuff like that, but he asked me and I had him have a background story and stuff like that for all that, so, or at least his main character story. He's my drinking buddy. He's been working a lot lately, so the poor guy hasn't been able to watch as much as he used to. He used to be a lot more of a stay-at-home dad, taking care of the kids, and you know, and now he's you know, him and his wife, they have to both work, and so he has a lot less time on his hands, unfortunately. Against his ears, try to hear Draco thunder. Ah, come on! Waves on the maiden over and grant this one a flavored water. Still not drunk. Draco has got some good constitution. The kitty Scionist, still silent, takes another sip as he keeps his composure, with his head facing towards the ground. You don't have a hood, do you? You're just have leather studded armor. Comes in with blood all over my cloak and fists are blackened with blood. What's up, Ranger Paul? As the doors smash open. He's damaged again. Come, bring him in. Come on, come. Drink some mead. Heal up. Eat some food. So you may heal up. Tell us what happened. Tell us what of the Rangers, Ranger Paul. What news do you bring us from the front? Ranger Paul guards the territories of the Dracovan outwards territories. He keeps an eye on our borders as the Rangers are hired to help the king. Ow! Oh, you're not hurt. Okay. Blood all over my cloak and fists are blackened with blood. Jesus. Or you're not hurt, thank goodness. You look a little exhausted. Beat the kingdom of the south. The port kingdom? Davenport? To our south is the ocean. About 5 days travel. Guard on the other side. I'm blue. An idiot. Oh boy. We have a newcomer to our lands, Ranger Paul. Say hello to Draco, our kitty cat Scionist, who has graced us with his humble presence. You guys are gonna get knocked down. Oh boy. Damn. I dropped my sword and took a shot. I struck him in the face with the shield. He fell and began beating on his face. His guards watched in disgust as they beat the living hell out of their commander. That's a way to shake the morale. I thank you all for the warm welcome. Good. And a good evening to you as well, Ranger Paul. Oh crap. Drink some more mead. Oh, you're drunk now. Dirt Moon. Chug. Hammer had to pull me off as I couldn't stop. Our fortress safe and a safe haven for families who need to stop for the night. Derp is finally drunk. Yeah, huzzah! I'm gonna roll a Constitution save too. I have +2 in my +3 in my Constitution. Woo! Fighter Constitution. 16. I'm still sober as well. Yay! I have way too many things in my slots. So 3 of my men to hold him back. It's pretty strong water. This water tastes like some pretty strong water. You might have found the vodka. The drink comes from a very cold land across the continents on the other side of the ocean. Oh crap. Do. Really? Look at this, he's gonna get his second hit in. Look at that. Wow. I tried to open the keg while seeing 3 different valves and I just say screw it and break the start of the keg and start to drink more. Someone's getting trashed as he makes his way around the corner into the serving area, the free serving area to the kitchen. He finds the kegs of beer where the handmaidens are getting ready to fill more pitchers. He pushes past the handmaidens as Skullface is like, I got this. Starts drinking. Go ahead and roll another 20 for Constitution, Skullface. See if you can hold your liquor even more. Steal the first guards I broken. I remember punching really hard. Okay, I get it. You killed the fucker. And then fucking goddamn it. Let's roll a 20. Let's see here. Wakes up. There we go. Slices 4 pieces of steak into a tri-tip and gets 3 baked potatoes and a bowl of soup and starts eating loudly. Damn, this is so fucking good. There you go, Ranger Paul. Enjoy your meals. Calm down, sir. Relax. You are safe. You are in a safe place. Ain't nothing gonna attack you out of nowhere here. Hopefully. It's drink blocking me. Have a try, boys. The battle ride really drained me. Good. Well, heal up, eat some food, make your, hopefully you feel a little better. I start crawling around. As you see the blue tiefling warrior's horns pop out around the corner of the banquet hall doors, you see he looks to the side and we're all kind of just drinking, laughing, having a good time. You are done. grabs Skullface and starts petting. Dirt Moon runs up to Skullface and tries to pet him on the back of the head and be like, "You got this, man. You need a hand?" They're gonna say, "I'll cut you." Oh, he was just trying to be nice. Looks up to the ceiling and the hot, attractive female food server and whispers to himself, "I'm gonna beat her ass out the." Oh, it's like, wow. Go ahead and roll a charisma. Roll a 20 for a charisma check. Add your persuasion. I'm too drunk for this. Rolled an 11. Fortunately, that little comment, she was not too happy to hear it, and she goes, as she walks away. Oh, here comes the rest of the troop. Hey now. Well, where's the scrolls that he gave me that he wanted me to use? I feel like he gave it to me, but I don't have them. And I put them away. Which is weird. You shouldn't be able to... With the kingdom at the dinner table. Good. And falls again. And fails again. Can I telepathically persuade Skull to stop drinking and take a nap? You can definitely talk to him in his voice as you're drinking your soup. You see the camera look to the side of your face as the fire silhouette is from behind you, from my direction of the king, and you're sitting at the long table, and you're not moving, but you're using your mind to talk to Skullface right now. And Skullface, you hear these words. What are the words you hear? You can't convince him to do stuff, but definitely what the power says is you can talk to them. So it's like you go Professor X on people. For like 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds, 25-word message. 10 seconds for every level times every level you are. You're level 1 right now, so. You scared? Are you scared? Are you scared, Death Droger? Death Lord? Things out, chloroform. Let's do shake something stupid. I'm gonna give you a piggyback ride when we're gonna go to the nearest cliff and dive into the river. Okay. Oh boy. Where are you running? Ooh. I can roll persuasion. Yes, you can. You can roll persuasion. Rolled a 16. Ooh. What are you trying to persuade him to do? Oh, this is your conscience. You need to stop drinking and go to sleep. Oh, that's funny. I'm the creator. I'm your Lord and Savior. I want to swim. Your consciousness has convinced you, though, that this is a bad idea right now, Skullface. So as you're about to pick up little Ranger Paul on your back and start heading out the castle doors, you kind of have this thought, and your conscience speaks to you, Skullface, and it says, this is a bad idea. You want to take a nap. You start looking for a comfortable place to maybe settle down. I would say his persuasion versus your insight. So you go ahead and roll an insight check with your 20. And let's see if you roll higher than his 16 plus. What's his persuasion? What's your persuasion? I don't have it. Your charisma was like 0, right? Wrong roll. God damn it. Roll 20. Draco rolled a 1. So you fail. You're going to swim. Somebody stop him. I get out of my chair and I start running towards Skullface, and I use my strength check to grapple you. With advantage because you're drunk. And you're not paying attention, and I grab you and I fail, and you kind of worm out of it and you squirt out of it and you're like, no, but I want to go. And as I try to grab you, you wiggle out of my grip and you start running down the hallway drunk with Ranger Paul on your back, and we all are yelling, wait, as they're all a little more drunk, and we've all been drinking. I'm still pretty good, but let's check me again. Let's see if I'm still good on how drunk I am. I've been drinking as well. I roll a 1. If I'm drunk too. Wait, Skullface, wait. I go running after Skullface, drunk as well. The king is running after the Skullface as he's running with Ranger Paul to go swimming. Go grab him. I sigh and go to grab him as well. Alright, go ahead and roll a 20. See if you can go grab him as well. With advantage because he's drunk and you're not. I have a drunken strength. I have drunken strength. Yep, yes he does. Skullface rolled an 11. Alright, that's Skullface's strength. 11 versus your strength roll. So Skullface has +0 strength. He won't grab me. Rolled a 17 +3, that's 20. You have him stopped right now, Skullface. Draco grabs Skullface and has his nails, as his nails kind of come out, not to hurt him, but kind of to show a little, you know, and it kind of grabs against his leather armor. For the Warlock has studded leather as well, I believe. Or medium? Medium chest? I think you have medium chest armor. Or chainmail or something like a chest plate. I think you have chest plate, I can't remember. What armor do you have again, Warlock? I'm lost. So that's the thing. So we're playing D&D, and you basically roll 20s to see if you can do stuff, and you add these numbers. Like, you pick points for your class, and if you've ever played Dungeons and Dragons before, this is what we're doing in the chat. Is you have points you've chosen for your class, and you have different bonuses depending on what your class is, and they all translate into dice roll numbers. 20 is the most common dice roll because you use that to determine whether you succeed or fail at things. Anything that's lower than like 10 to 15 is pretty much you can guarantee a fail. Anything over 15 and anything that's a 20 is a critical pass. Like, that's a critical pass. A rolled 1 is a critical fail, Moon. So we're using like the different stats that they have because I have everybody's stuff here, so you can't see it, but yeah, I have everybody's stats blocks and character class set up right next to me, so I have easy access to it. There is a delay between the stream and talking to me, so this kind of helps with making sure, you know, we everything runs a little smoother and quicker. Why is this continually shooting? Right. And yell, get off! Thaumaturgy, he yell, you all of a sudden, Derp Moon, you hear, you, as you grip towards, with your kitty clack claws, you kitty clack claws towards Skullface, and you grab him on the shoulder and you say, wait, my friend. You hear a loud voice that yells as he uses Thaumaturgy to bolster the sound of his voice. And make it sound louder. Ow. That's a rune right there, I know that. I'm still not drunk. God, why everything hurt me now? I try to run and get to the river. Alright, so there is a river, a waterfall to the left of the kingdom. Here, I can show. So since some of you guys haven't seen our entire map, I'm working on a revamp of it. This is kind of the first rough draft of the kingdom. I'm working on a redo of it. But this is the kingdom. We have the mountains to our behind us, the iridium mines. We have the waterfall to our right, the castle, the walls, the waterfall, and the river that spans next to the kingdom, the middle courtyard, the marketplace. So they're running over to the east right now. Somebody stop them. No, it wouldn't knock your grip off. He still has his grip. You're not going anywhere. Oh, yes, that's right. So you still have the grip. Whoa. He's a jump ring. You're grappled by him right now. You are considered grappled and incapacitated. You can't jump out of it. I can have you re-roll in a second for a for another strength check, but it's gonna have to be a turn. Oh wow. I have so much. What? What is going on right now? Do your thing. Damn. He has me by the shoulder. Runs after Ranger Paul. Can't catch me, derp. I have a speed skill. There you go. Rolled a 3. So we're currently chasing after, or we're currently catching up. As we run up, we see Ranger Paul on the back of Skullface as Skullface is grabbed by the kitty cat claws on his shoulder, is not moving. And the rest of us catch up and we're out of breath a little bit, like, wait, before you go swimming, make sure you take your armor off. You don't drown in the river. At least. Try to convince him to let me go. How do you try to convince him to let you go? You got to be specific. You rely too much on the dice roll. You need to be creative and say, how do you convince him to let you go, not just rely on a high dice roll. That's something I've been trying to make sure people understand. Well, first he has to come up. Yeah, let's see what he says first. He has to convince you somehow. He has to say what. How do you convince him? Please, friend, I just want him to swim. I just want to swim with my puppy dog eyes. Okay, so go ahead and roll. You roll 21. Go ahead and roll a 20 as well. Draco, and what's it called? We will see what your and use your insight It's insight, and make it a deception, not a persuasion. Make it deception. So deception versus insight. So 5 plus 14. So that's, yeah, that is 21. So deception versus insight. Rolled a 12 plus your insight. What is your insight? Is you chose proficiency. So I believe your insight is what is insight again? Is wisdom, and you have a +1 in wisdom. So 3 plus 3. Nope, he convinces you. he convinced you to let him go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No need to fight. This is a drunken adventure we're going on through the hallways of the castle, trying to stop him from going into the river, which I'm pretty having fun with. So the 4 of us gentlemen are currently drunk, yelling at each other, mumbling through the hallway. And you, from an outside guard's perspective, they're kind of just standing there in front of one of the doors, watching the 4 of us as our echoes and yells go throughout the hallway, and we're convincing one, you shouldn't do it, but I wanna. Wait, we need blankets, towels, an air bladder. Something we can float with. I'm somewhere down the river. Oh shit, you ran off. Where did Moon go? As I look around underneath a desk and a wall decoration table. Blue minds his own business in the back row. Let's just sing summons him. But I'm looking for Moon, and it leads me back to the as I stumble and I walk and I stumble to the turn. I see Blue sitting and reading a book at the banquet hall, and I say, Blue, you gotta do something. Skullface is gonna drown. Ah! I strip down as I run to the river. You know where you're born. I hit you where your mom and your father. Everyone's yelling, splashing as we head to the little river. Oh, God damn it, I keep dying right here. Staff of Ice Spikes. Wasn't that just nice? No, that's not what I wanted, but... Uh-oh. Did you? Here's a ghostly breath. It was I Blue. I yelled to Blue, and I'm like, come with us, just in case something happens, Blue. I mean, the king is drunk, and we gotta make sure nothing happens. We gotta follow him. There we go. Went back to the banquet hall to banquet. So I guess you and I are the only sober ones then. Blue looks up to Draco. I believe so. Right, we're going streaking. Beck and you be like, might as well go with. As you guys are talking, you hear my voice start to fade as I go. You hear the stomping of my drunken feet as I'm running towards the east exit of the castle, as you see right here. Let me this up right here. We head out the east exit, and you guys are over here in the little pool next to the tree right here to the right. Let's see here. We find let's see here. Here's blue. Blue. Yeah. Oh, 2 blues. No, it's a doppelganger again. Let's see here. Max. Skullface. Oh god, I'm huge. Oh, Skullface. And we'll have to use like people for our kitty cat. Wonder if I can find Tabaxi. Tabaxi. No, it's not gonna find that for me. Curious. Tabaxi. Nope, can't find it. Yeah. Open. I can open doors. Ugly. Welcome to the madness. No one hears. Still drowning as no one hears me. Gulping out help. Something pulls me down the river. All of a sudden we see something. We see little Ranger Paul struggling in the water, splashing around. Can't swim. God damn it. All right, go ahead. Both of you roll 20s for Constitution to see if you can keep swimming. Or no, strength. Roll 20s for strength. Add your strength modifier to see how much if you're able to keep swimming, not drown. Both of you who are drowning. I had to deal with a family of drunkards back in the day every night. This is child's play for me. As Tabaxi and Blue stand watching as the moonlight shines behind them from a southern eastern view, you see the moon shine of their silhouettes as they kind of stand there. Blue with his halberd in his hand. You just see the silhouettes of the Tabaxi warrior or Scionist, and Blue kind of shaking their heads much at the drowning as they watch as 2 characters are drowning in a 3-foot puddle of water. Laughs at what Draco said. As we hear the laugh from a little farther away, I kind of am like, huh? Oh, Ranger Paul is drowning. Ow, my face. struggling to pull out Derp as I lost his grip. See me as just floating down the river taking a nap. Oh yeah. Should we do something about that? I think they might be able to handle themselves. Blue scoffs and says, Darwinism. And Tabaxi looks to him and says, "Who's Darwin?" He goes, "A famous, a smart philosopher from a land far away. I heard it had very good theories on survival of the fittest." First roll is to save myself. Thinks of something. Use his jump boost skill. Oh yeah. You get this jump boost. Scat! Maxamillios answered for me. Sorry about that. I had a feeling that's what Blue would say. My bad. Gets up and runs to Draco, grabs Draco by the horns. Help us! On the side of the river, I didn't go far and hit my stuff on the side. Sits in the troll's chair. I get my stuff on and sits in troll's chair. Troll's pile of hay and silk pillows. Or actually silk pillows now. We upgraded the silk pillows and blankets for him. That's something I would say. Yes, I know you too well. I normally prefer not to answer for people. Sometimes I'll do stuff if like to throw in something. God dang it, man. Ow. Nope. Nope, it's gonna kill me. Can I get a water, please? As you're really drunk and you start to, you know, and it's been about good 20-30 minutes, everybody starts to, you know, head back as we pull Ranger Paul and we pull Moon out of the small puddle next to the river. We all start to head cold and soaked back to the banquet hall, where the maidens are waiting with warm blankets and dry wares, as we will have to probably wear some robes. They give us some robes so we're not armored up right now, and our armor sits next to the fires, some in the kitchen, some in the banquet hall, as we kind of makeshift some stands and some higher lamp candle stands. We makeshift them into hooks for or standing clothes hooks for, and some of the cape holding hooks for coats and stuff. We hang them near the fire, and we are currently sipping on some I asked for some tea and some warm orange spicy cinnamon type tea, brought to me with a squeeze of lemon and a little bit of 2 cubes of sugar to kind of warm me up next to the fire. And we start to play some old adventures on the magic ball, as I touch the magic crystal ball on the front of the table in front of me that we stole from the necromancer witch in our taking over of this kingdom. I start to rewind and play some memories of some old adventures and some fights in the fighting arena. times when we went behind our kingdom to the iridium mines behind us to save a bunch of miners that were lost, and we in turn found bandits that were trying to steal iridium from the mines, and on top of that, an Umber Hulk deep in the cave, where we got pretty messed up. But we survived. Cowgirl, we jumped to the scene where Cowgirl tied rope to 2 bows and shot at the Umber Hulk, wrapping it around. We also look at the scene where Pro Gamer Guns uses her fawn horns, her half goat, half human body, uses her fawn horns to jam her horns into the ass of the Umber Hulk. That was interesting scene. I know, right? That sounds good as fuck. Yeah, it does. Excuse me, ma'am. I reckon over a handmaiden. Would you mind getting me a cup of oolong tea? I would greatly appreciate it. We have quite a big selection. Valentine has brought us spices and Harold as well from all corners of our earth. They head back to see if they can find some oolong tea. The maiden searches. She uses her insight to roll with advantage because she works here. Let's roll again. And she finds some a small tinder box in the kitchen in some of the dry storage next to some of the other teas. She finds some another tea with a black dusty box, for I have not cut into anything called oolong tea. She brings you a cup of warmed with a tea bag and some various condiments, a watercress sandwich, and I look to you and Sir Draco, and I notice you drinking some tea as well, and I lift my cup and I sip my tea in my kingly robes, as all the ones that were in the water are now warming up and wearing some temporary robes brought out to them to warm up and let their clothes dry. Some of them, those who did not take their armor off. I think Skullface took his armor off. Anybody else take their armor off? I didn't. I ran out there. He is a ranger. He's definitely got bow and dexterity skills and natural exploration. And I actually was looking, Ranger Paul, I would allow the what's it called, the Uncharted, what's it called, Unearthed Arcana version, the revised version of the Ranger, the bonus to damage of terrain, the bonus damage to favorite enemy that they added, and a couple little tweaks. I actually like that Ranger. I think that's a really good Ranger to use. I'm wearing my comfy clothes. Okay. I lift my cup to the king as well. Yay! Throw some iridium around. Ring! Make it ring, make it ring. There follows the iridium that leads further to a place. So it's behind the kingdom. There's a trail that leads into the mountains deep, and then the iridium is behind there. It's about, I don't know, about 30 minute walk into the cave. You hear Skullface call over the newcomer Draco as the Baxian, the kitty humanoid, hands over the black kitty humanoid with blue crystal eye, or crystal blue eyes, cyan blue eyes, right? With cyan blue crystal eyes of yours, with the black fur. Is your black fur like my kitty? She's not feeling too good. She actually has, I'm pretty sure she has an upper respiratory infection. She'll be alright, but she can't, she's been sneezing like crazy for the last 2 days, and I see, poor thing. Every time I make her purr, she starts to sneeze. So we had to look it up, and it says she has like a slight upper respiratory. She can, it's beatable, but just need to keep an eye on her. And next couple of days, she's been reclusive. I can definitely tell there's something's up with my kitty, and she's feeling better. She's definitely, aw, see, she's sneezing up a storm right now. She's just keeps sneezing. That, are you talking about the, is that what you're talking about? That's her sneezing. Poor thing. It's like tickles her throat. It's different for animals, you know, like it tickles, it's vibrating her lungs, so it makes it itchy, and
their heart is vibrating.
Stop adding enemies. I add enemies. You don't add enemies. Black Ops, huh? Looks like my ex. Turns around slowly, sees a tall black figure with red eyes and wings. I pet you, and for some reason scratch you behind your ears. Is that the creature? Yeah, kitty. Come back. Did I beat it?
I was 18.
Uh-huh.
And my teammate writes me that.
Thanks.
Do you know how many kills he had? 4 and 4.
4 and 4? Oh yeah, and he's talking
so
crap.
what's better, guys? 18 or 4 and 4?
It's an illusion. Okay. There you go. It's an illusion. Yeah, that's one of the realms of the DM, is adding bad guys and creatures and threats. That is the domain of the DM on that one. I don't mind, you know, working and like, you know, like, oh, I think, do you see something? I see something, do you? And then I'll respond and be like, I do see something. Or, no, I don't see shit. You're crazy. You must be drunk. Oh, God. Run! Oh, I can't do that anymore. Everything looks like my ex. Oh boy. It's because you're looking for it. What? Screen resolution? Really? I'm sorry. What are you playing right now? It's an exit. You see my guy stand up and take one step and falls fast asleep. Aww. I kind of whisper to a handmaiden nearby, and I'm like, bring him some blankets. Bring him a pillow and some blankets under his, so he doesn't have to sleep on the cold stone floor. No warrior that's had my back in battle sleeps on an uncomfortable cold floor in my watch. Yeah, you're dead. I whispered you a link to the program I use for player sheets if you want to check it out. The link to my player sheet. Oh, okay. Really? Okay, let me see. Ah. Hang on. Ow. You see that? That was cool. That was perfect. Shadows has entered the room and kneels before his master. What is thy bidding, my master? The king welcomes you and says, Rise, rise, my young apprentice. I am not your master. I am your friend and in battle. And all I ask is your respect and your loyalty. And we will be fine. But betray those, and you will find yourself facing a wrath which you have never faced before. Shadows enters into the banquet hall. We welcome you, sir. Both makes their way back to the river trees, armor and weapons. Oh no, Ranger Paul! Go back and get your stuff. Ranger Paul disappears around the corner. He's like, wait! And runs away in the comfy robe that he was handed by the handmaidens for while we were drunk, swimming in the river next to the kingdom. None of us tried to fish. Nothing, we were too drunk. I'm loyal to the end. Very good, very good. And die. Come back to the hall. Yeah, it comes back to the hall. There you go. Rolling around feeling for trolls' pillows. Busts into the hall with some frustration. I crave pineapples. Ooh, pineapples are good. I love fucking pineapple. You know what? I called to the handmaidens. Do we have any pineapple? She goes, those are not in season, my lord. Unfortunately, we do not have any pineapples. Those are in very hot tropical areas, and for you know, we are in a very temperate climate, my lord. And I go, damn it. Like, I'm gonna have to put that on my list. Somebody write this down for Harold next time, our traveling merchant. So we have a traveling merchant named Harold that we saved in the past, Derp Moon, and we have him basically that say one day we're in a really far adventure and, you know, we're really hard up for supplies or something, you know, like we'll be able to roll for Harold, and anything above a certain number that I'm looking for, Harold appears, and it is a just a stroke of luck if he shows up, though. He's kind of like that merchant in Resident Evil 4. Oh, really?
Has less options than stuff.
Wow. I didn't know that. I should get out of here. Oh, hell no. No, no. Oh, that's cute. Ah! I want to go to the south to find pineapples. Pineapples would definitely be up to the north in our world. The southern hemisphere is, well, no, that's not true, actually. Well, in our world, it's a little more warmer to the north. Yeah, you could go southeast towards the land of Trirna. Talks to one of the female servants. Burn myself in the pillows and blankets. Very good, Skullface. My lord, I'm not kidding. I felt something grab my leg. What did I say about creating enemies? Oh no. Hate these kinds of places. On the north end. No, you could go southeast. I realize that southern hemisphere is most of the time. Depends though. I mean, depends on the world, but south. You have to go southwest, not southeast.
No way.
Southeast,
They
southwest.
put Hot Wheels on a treadmill.
Their work. Man, how come I never tried that shit? It doesn't stay like that. The force. I did this when I was a kid. It gets pushed back. Those are on strings. I did this as a kid. We had a treadmill and it doesn't stay. Unless they have like they're faced downhill a little bit, like it's going on the downhill slope. I think I could see of a way of doing it, but they have the angle switched because it has. If it did it like this, I did this. I played with Hot Wheels on a treadmill and it doesn't do that. It shows them all like cruising just straight, like they're not even running from each other's like thing. I'm like, no, the kinetic energy would eventually push it backwards, no matter even if it rolls, the drag would push it back. So the treadmill has to be on an upward slant, and the wheel they're going, you know, they face this way, and they like that. Sorry, I analyzed it too much. And you do the servant girl. Oh, okay. You want me to talk for her? And what the servant girl walks up to you and she goes, "What do you need, Sir Ranger?" Packs up stuff and starts venturing to the southwest. Holy crap, that's gonna be a while. Hey. This is the way out, isn't it? Yeah, something interesting then, my lord. Have you given it any thought to who can fill the following positions within the realm? King's Guard, Lord of Whispers, Intel Specialist, Treasurer. So I've thought of, like, we would have a basic NPC that was the, like, would be the commander of the guards after, when we're going on adventures, you know? That we would, you know, there could be a captain of the guard. I figured you were the head of the library and of the Royal Armory. You were basically head of the Royal Armory and Royal Library. As far as other positions haven't really been filled. As far as like NPC roles for the commanders, like who's the commander's guard and stuff like that. You know, I figured for balance, and so people don't take up multiple roles. You know, like we would have somebody that would want to be the smithy, somebody that would want to be this person, that person. You know, so as far as like you're in control of the library and the royal records and the royal armory, the armory that will be that will have all the treasures and weapons that we either don't use, or trophies from different creatures, stuff like that, from all the past adventures. Oh, good night, everyone. I have to go to bed. I am loyal to my lord. Good night, Skullface. As Skullface starts to cuddle into his the pillows and blankets that the maidens brought for him, he starts to fall away and sleeps deep and fast. I want to smith. Yeah, a lot of people want to smith, but the thing is kind of like, you know, pro gamers wanted to be a smith too, and it was kind of like, well, if you're a warrior, you know, we all smithy a little bit, but as far as being the head smith, it's like, well, who, you know, it's one that's an important role, but it's kind of like, I figured it would be somebody that didn't really want to play the game a lot, but like was role playing. Like everybody can get kind of one role if they like, but it's, you know, a lot of people want to be multiple things. I've noticed in the past when we started trying to figure out positions, Blue, like people were like, well, I want to be this and this and this and this. It's like, well, what about new people that come in? You know, you're gonna take all the positions from everybody. Like no one's gonna have a position to be in if they're brand new, because somebody's gone and done 3 different positions, you know. Yeah, and smithing is honestly something we could all do as an adventurers, you know, like there's a mechanic to it, so I want to change that. You know, we all can smith like Skyrim, you know, like you could do basic smithing or pay for smithing or something. Well, yeah, basically, Blue Knight, when you went through the books of a light reflection spell, ow, and it went through this stupid box twice, and I still hit it. Sorry, just thinking about stuff. So, yeah, like you created the Ring of Brothal for our vampire for Gothics and stuff. Like that was something that was really unique and creative that we did, and we added it to the game. It gives Gothics the ability, as long as the ring is on his finger, he has the ability to stay in sunlight and not be affected by it, being he is a vampire. I just figured we would either create NPCs or something, or somebody would start coming around that actually did smithing in their life, or actually does do smithing, and we would joke around and be like, oh, this person could be a smithy. You know, as if you're a warrior, it's kind of like, well, what do you know, what else do you want to do besides being very important in the game? The small council in Game of Thrones. Yeah, see? Yeah. You watching a little more Game of Thrones now, Blue? Finally? Huh? Dun, 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 dun. Why? Oh. I see him.
It's like beat size.
A master at arms. Maybe. Can I be like a pathfinder? So basically what I would have thing is like, think of, so you want to be a rogue, right? So rogues have certain abilities and certain things that they do. Pathfinders and people who find paths in nature are more like Ranger Paul. They are very they're rangers, they're trackers, they're really in tune with the earth and natural survival instincts and abilities. I do talk to separates though, Lilith, but I don't think that would work well. Spirits through Lilith. Yeah, we'll see. Interesting concept. We'll see what things happen like in adventures and stuff, like this happens and this, you know. Creativity in the moment is what I'm looking for. Like, I really liked what Hero was trying to do with the control flame to add flame to his blade, but it's kind of like, if I allow that, then I allow almost everything to just become damage if they wanted it to become damage. So I have to think of what sets precedent for what do I allow. If I allow one thing, then it sets precedent for something else completely. So like, oh, I'm gonna change this spell and to actually give it damage to something, like heating up the blade and making it hot, like giving it a little damage. I want to actually allow stuff like that. Like, oh, I put my blade into fire, and I'm like, okay, you add +2, you know, you add a d4 of fire damage to it. Thing is, if I did that once, then everybody'd be like, okay, we all run to the fire real quick and add flame to our weapons. And it's like, you gotta think of how people will exploit before you allow, and that's the problem, and that's really hard to do in the moment. I have to think of what somebody is going to exploit. Ah, well, thank you for the follow. Yashami, welcome to the kingdom. My name is Maxamillios. I am your host. I welcome you to our banquet hall. How many soldiers do we have? We are looking at a town of about 1,200 people. We probably have about 500 soldiers. You know, we have a good maybe 450, nothing too crazy high. We're still a pretty small army. That's a pretty high military count. What is that, like 1/3? Your budget for military is crazy. I don't need this. I want stuff, but I don't want that because it's so heavy. Choose that one. I saw the Ygritte. It made me sad. What's the name of our castle? Like Dreadfort. Oh, this is the Drakari Keep. Right? It's Drakari. The Drakari Keep. What we call it. What did you call it?
Dakari.
Dakari. It's Dakari. I keep saying Drakari. It's Dakari. It was a Dakari Keep. It is the Dakari Keep. This is Dracovia, the kingdom of Dracovia, and we have the Dakari Keep. Sorry, it's a tongue twister. Dracovia and Dakari. Yes. It was an accident that it both came that close, but you know.
had a name in mind for your town.
I had a name in
I
town.
made the story. And
yeah.
Dakari territory.
Dakari Keep. Yep.
Dakari Keep.
Yep. Dakari Keep. I'm gonna go do a hang with my brother for a little bit. See ya, everyone. Yeah, it's about 11 o'clock. Oh, crap! Probably should call it, too. Let everybody get some sleep, because I have a loud voice. But it was good to see you, though, Draco. Thanks again for popping up. Your synthesis. I will check out the link for your character. And we can get working on that a little more. Definitely looking for more people that definitely know how to play the game. Like I don't need to explain things to them. Like they already know how to play. That's a big bonus in that I'm looking for. And since you already know how to create and how to do all that stuff, it kind of helps take a load off of me doing that. I just need to make sure that the class that you're using, the Scientist, I've been reading it. So far it seems pretty balanced. Nothing. You get to concentrate on 2 concentration spells at level 20, but I mean that's level 20, so I mean by that time it's not a big deal, and you can only do that once a day. But I've always learned that don't ever break house rules for multiple concentration spells was one of the tips I always heard. But if it's allowed once a day for a level 20, I think that's okay. That's alright. That's not OP, to me. By 20, we'd be doing so much crazier stuff anyway. Crap! You're telling me I went all the way down here to die and not save? Maybe that hasn't been the first time. Venturing stars. Later's Draco. I'll be riding. Southwest Old Ruins. Yes, Yami, we like to roleplay. You find yourself in a kingdom built about 8 years ago. You see a very the word I'm always looking for is, I always forget it, diverse group of people. You find yourself led into the banquet hall. You see 2 big wood doors in front of you opened, a light emanating from a huge fireplace. You see a large table, big, large, rectangular table with the king sitting at the end of it, waving you in, but the middle is cut out in another square to allow guests to walk into the middle of the table. And it spreads out, so it's got thick enough on the sides as well to eat on. But you find yourself welcomed into the banquet hall by guests and maybe future friends. Tell us, what do you see yourself as? What kind of character? What kind of creature? Are you human? Are you elf? Are you what are you, and what brings you to our kingdom? Oh, Yawashi's one of your good friends. Good. Well, welcome. A friend of Draco's is a friend of ours. We always get a little nervous when new people come in, just in case they may be hostile. We're just Blue Knight, murder, just the usual 90-day time, But our host quote, like winter is coming. Our house quote, family duty, honor. We don't have a house quote yet. That's a very good one. We have not had one yet. For the kingdom. Oh. God. item is always an efficient charge. So this monarch made that one. I'm gonna chew ass and kick bubblegum and I'm all out of ass. I can't believe I actually said that. And thank you, I feel so welcome. Well, we welcome you. Yes, definitely. I currently find myself playing a little Skyrim today. We've been playing Red Dead Redemption for a couple of days. It's been a lot of fun. Thought I'd play a little Skyrim mood today. I'm a variety streamer, you know, I stream lots of variety. We're gonna probe it. What's your race? What's your race? What's your class, your character, your type of person? What do you see yourself as you enter into our kingdom? You see in front of you a human with two swords strapped to in their sheaths, tied to the back of the king's chair. In front of him, a white crystal ball showing a flat image of past adventures and entertainment. You see to his side, directly to his right, a paladin dressed in full armor with a halberd, our aerokinetic paladin, Blue Knight, with his bird Percy. You see up to your right and to left a section of wall open leading into an aviary just above the banquet hall to the side to let in the flying amounts of certain subjects and friends of the kingdom. Percy is currently up there, laying down, kind of, you know, doing one of those about how animals sit. Thanks for the fun drunken adventure. All right, Ranger, it was a fun adventure. I had a lot of fun. I hope to see you again, man. You have a good night. I think I should just call it too. You're going to bed. It is getting late. There was something I wanted to try out, but I don't think my computer can handle it. I just was curious to see if it could handle it, but I wanted to see if it can handle me playing Subnautica, like while doing window capture. But I'll give that another shot, a different try. But you know what? I'm gonna call it. Let everybody go to bed. It's 11:12 right now. I had some fun. I actually had some good times. Yami, it was good to meet you. We hope to see you again. Yashami, Draco, thanks again for being here. Ranger Paul, have a good night. Skullface has gone to bed. Blue, it was good to see you. Moon as well. I had fun going on a drunk adventure into the river. I'm gonna let the little one get some sleep because my voice booms into the night, so she can sleep well. The little dragon princess can get some sleep. Cowgirl works in the morning as well, so we will let her get some rest. But I bid you adieu. I hope you guys have a good night, get some sleep, and I will be on tomorrow probably before work for a little bit. Alright? It'll be around 1 o'clock my time. Also is one of my D&D friends, but they're still a bit unfamiliar with a few things. But they do know the basics. Good. Good night. And I will give out, I had a good time today. I'm going to give out 1,000 Iridium for everybody who was here for the leaderboard. Feel free to check out the leaderboard if you will. I got to remove some of the damn bots that come in, that analyze Commander Root, Slow Cow, all those crap. Hate those things. You guys have a good night, okay? $100 Iridium. Oh, good. Oh, that was quick. Really childish.